Well, it's Girl Scout cookie time. So many of us have fond memories of selling them, but everybody loves eating them. Girl Scout senior Andriana Johnson is with us. She is a senior at MLK Magnet School, and she's going to show us how to make Girl Scout cookies even better by making a great dessert recipe today. This looks so good, too. This is an apple crisp recipe using the brand new raw raisins cookies. Andriana, great to have you with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Have you tried these?
I have. They're delicious.
Do you like them?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. What's your favorite, though?
My favorite is the thin mint.
Yeah, I love thin mints too,
I do
and
too.
Samoas.
Yes, ma'am.
Those are so good. All right, well, let's talk about this recipe. How does it get started?
All right, so it's a apple crisp recipe using the raw raisin cookies. And
Okay.
then so to start out, you do the crumb topping. And so first you just add the dry ingredients, so the cinnamon.
Okay, we've already got some flour in the bowl. Can I stir for you?
Yes, ma'am. That'd
Okay.
be great. And then you add the nutmeg.
Okay. You got brown sugar in there.
Yes, ma'am. A little allspice,
Okay.
some oats.
And this is the quick cooking kind of oats, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I guess that's important to the
And
recipe.
then you add the butter just to kind of, so that one you can kind of just
Yeah,
mash
you
with
do
your
that with your
hands.
fingers?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It gets a little messy, but it's fun.
So the idea is to make it all crumbly.
Right. So you
Okay.
can sprinkle it on top once you put the apples in there.
All right. And you've got some extra oats just in case it gets a little too
Because
messy.
sometimes the butter can kind of overpower the dryness.
While you're working on that, can I start adding the rest of this
Yes,
stuff?
ma'am, that'd be awesome.
Oh, and going into that also
Right.
is some of the
7
raw
of the
raisin
crumble
cookies.
cookies.
All right, so we've got 7 of them. Can I crunch them up?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So how many Girl Scout cookies have you sold so far this year?
So far, I've sold 230.
Oh my, 230 boxes?
Yes, ma'am.
That's incredible. Are you the leader in your troop?
Well, we have like specific positions. So I'm the troop secretary. We have a president and a
Yeah.
accountant and all those different types of positions.
But have you sold more than anybody else so far?
The top seller in my group, I'm not the top seller, but I'm one of the highest.
That's pretty impressive. All right, so you'll do a little better job crumbling when you do this yourself at home.
Right.
All right, so we're going to start making
Yes, ma'am.
kind of the body of the recipe here.
So the dry ingredients just
Okay.
kind of go in.
All right, so that's sugar,
Right.
flour. Okay, we've got cinnamon and
Right.
nutmeg.
Right.
Okay. All right, we've got some more raisins,
Yes, ma'am.
and then we've got.
And then you
all
just dump the apples in there and
of
kind of
apples.
coat it.
Okay. This looks so good. So this is an apple crisp recipe. There's
Right.
lots of recipes online too to use Girl Scout cookies in recipes if you don't use them all up out of the box first, which
Right.
I tend to do.
There's a lot of recipes like on the Girl Scout website.
So good. Yeah. What have you enjoyed most about scouting?
What I've enjoyed most is getting to, kind of develop the skills that the program encourages, like organization, leadership, working on the bronze, the silver. Those are great experiences because I kind of got to get to know my fellow troop members better, and I got to meet a whole lot of new people and get some connections, and that's been great.
And you've worked on your, you're working on your gold badge
Yes,
right
ma'am.
now. Oops, I dropped one. Tell me what you're doing for your gold project.
Well, for my gold award, I'm working on an SAT prep course at my local church, Lake Providence. My pastor was kind enough to let me host the classes there, and it's targeted towards students in grades 6 through 12. And I chose this project because when I was doing my research, I realized that students in Tennessee tend to have lower standardized test scores, and so that was something that I kind of wanted to help the community, wanted to
That's
improve
awesome.
on.
That's great. How long are we going to bake this?
It goes in the oven for 30 minutes.
Okay, great. So we put the crumb topping on
Right.
top, bake it for 30 minutes, comes out looking like that. You put ice cream on top, and it gets even better. Andriana,
ma'am.
thanks so much for being
Thank you
with
for
us.
having me.
We appreciate it. This is recipe number 5294. It's online now in the Talk of the Town recipes section at newschannel5.com. Girl Scout cookie sales run through March 1st. Booth sales begin on February 8th. If you want to find cookies near you, you can visit girlscoutcookies.org.